Hey. Oh, it's yourself, Garrett.
How you doing?
Aye, no bad. Right. Well, I was here the day with these guys,
Oh,
right?
right, aye.
So, see this.
Yeah.
What's happening with Bill Laird?
Well, Laird?
Aye.
I have absolutely no idea why.
Right. Well, we've reported him. Obviously, Sergeant Derek MacDonald, when they take my complaints to do with hate crimes.
Right.
Right, because we feel that we're being constantly targeted.
Right, okay.
Right, so we've made complaints to Police Scotland. Right, do you know who the police officers were that were doing on Mr. Stevens' farm on the 6th of March?
No, I don't know. Sorry.
Right, well, one of these drivers would be for Ian Watts' haulage company for last year, opening his door on video, threatening to get out that motor and smash the F out of me.
Right, okay.
Your police never came back for that video evidence.
Have they not?
Nah, so what I want to ken, Garrett, is I want to ken why I've spoken to there. Can you grab that there? See that? Right, well, PC Howard's been recorded in my family home, and I gave 2 statements to do with June, right, where McMurray Community Council are constantly shouting and pointing at us.
I'll get that back then.
That would be to do with disabled people.
Okay.
Right, my daughter and me, Chloe Downey, right, and her fiance Callum, Kate McAlpine, was there as well as a witness. But my disabled daughter was videoing that. Right, and I went back again myself, and they were the exact same in July, shouting constantly at me, Garrett. Right, so I brought this up to Sergeant Derek MacDonald last year. Right, was I want to know why Elliot Dixon is the Cherry McMurray Parent Council. I want to know why he's on video telling me that he's no interested about what I'm speaking about. That I'm going to speak about HUGHES, I'm going to speak about HUGHES, I'm going to speak about HUGHES, and he repeats that 20 times. So if I'm speaking about children's lives being put at risk down at my house, and the kids that attend and stay at the cottages, right, their lives being put at risk, and he acts and speaks in that manner, does that come under hate crimes, officer? Because he's a part of the community council, right? And see the sheriff's officers that have been to do with this ASBO, they've been fantastic. They've been doing a couple of videos with me. Now, Douglas, the sheriff's officer, tells me on video that between you, Police Scotland, and the council, it's a lot of rubbish to do with this ASBO. Right, okay. Because of your cops. Right, so we found out that none of these drivers, Garrett, have been prosecuted. Okay. Right, that you have dealt with. Right, now you viewed, right, Willie Ritchie texting on his phone driving that telehandler, because you were recorded, you and Sergeant Derek MacDonald, you were recorded in my house, right, right, and obviously him on his mobile phone driving a different telehandler the next day, shouting and swearing at me and my wee disabled daughter and my grandson. But you tell me you couldn't remember it, but you watched it in my house and you have been recorded. Okay. And I asked you to take that off PC Adam Dean, and you told me that you couldn't. It was him it was dealing with. Right, okay, right, aye. Right, so what I want to ken is I'm sick of speaking to police officers, Garrett, and they're not doing anything. So why is PC Adam Dean telling me on video, right, that he's got that video evidence sitting in his drawer, but he tells me that they've not done anything wrong. But then when I remind him what they've done, right, he tells me that he's going to do me a favour and he's going to look at it again. Right. But I bring this up with their Commander Mark Payden. I bring it up with the MP, George Caravan. I bring it up with Ian Gray, and none of them do anything. Okay. Right, so what's actually going on here? Because I'm coming back, right, and my disabled daughter and her disabled friends are actually going to join Schedule 1, right? So what is actually going on? Why is Sergeant Ramsey no coming in to take my video evidence? Because Kim, what I was speaking to Inspector Mitchell about. Right, I spoke to my advocate the day for CAPS, and he brought this up to do with me being on the violent client register. Right, okay. Right. And the reason that I'm on that, as it states in this ASBO, right, is because of what happened at McMurray Community Council meeting. Right. So why is your police not coming forward for this, Garrett? Because I'm sick of telling Sergeant Ramsey, right, to come in and view my video evidence, because see, when I've gave statements to PC Howard, another police officer, one of my statements is went missing, according to a final response that I've had. You dealt with a mobile phone driver, eh?
I did.
And he was charged, was he fined and everything, and points on his licence?
No idea he was charged.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I came into the station and I ken that he was charged, and I spoke to you. Right, so what I want to ken is, see on Sunday, I want to ken why that guy that just about killed me, that you dealt with, Ian that stays at the cottages.
So which Sunday we're talking about?
Last Sunday.
Last Sunday?
Aye, I was coming back down to my house, down the hill, over the
So when you say you, I thought you were talking about police, not me.
Aye, no,
right,
no.
right, sorry, right.
So, ken the guy that you charged for just about killing me in 2014 with that telehandler?
Right.
Right, well, we find out that he's not been prosecuted either.
Okay.
So you took a statement for me, you took a statement for my daughter, there was video evidence and there was CCTV evidence. Yous are being recorded in my house, and you tell me quite clearly that you can't see anything. You're another police officer.
Right.
So we found out last year, right, that he's not been prosecuted.
Okay.
Nobody's been prosecuted, Garrett. So see the AITKEN driver that you dealt with, videoing us with his mobile phone.
Yeah.
Why did you not report him to the Transport Commissioner's office?
He was reported to the fiscal.
Aye, but Ken what, Garrett? Right, I've got PC Kevin Hughes, right, telling me, right, see this here, right, this is a download for Police Scotland, commitment to making Scotland roads safer. So that would be that road outside my house. Now see the Traffic Commissioner here? Well, PC Kevin Hughes is dealing with a lorry driver that's got out shouting and swearing and coming into my garden in a threatening manner. But he tells me, being recorded, that it's a police officer's duty to report that offender. Now, even if you don't charge that driver, if you think that he's done something wrong, right, it's your duty to do a personal letter to the Transport Commissioners. Is that not true?
It's news to me if it's true.
Right, well, I'm telling you it is.
Right,
So
okay.
I'm asking you,
Right.
as a police officer that dealt with a guy videoing me driving a 44-ton Arctic, right, with another trailer full of hay bales, videoing me with his mobile phone. Right, I'm looking for answers on why he wasn't prosecuted, but I'm looking for
I
answers
can't
on
listen.
you.
Right.
Right, Transport Commissioner's office.
Right.
Right, so what I want to ken is...
I'll speak to PCUs and see what he's actually saying about that, because
Aye,
I have
no.
never heard of that before in my
Well,
life.
what I want to ken is, why did you not do a letter to the Transport
Because I'm not,
Commissioners?
as far as I'm aware, that's not something we need to do.
Well, it is.
Well, I'll need to look into that, okay?
Right, I've spoke to the Transport Commissioner's office, and I'll give you my recordings with them, Garrett. Not one police officer has reported any of these Arctic drivers, right, to the Transport Commissioners, where they can be banned for driving and operators can take their operators' licence
fiscal,
away.
they've been reported to fiscal, and the fiscal have obviously deemed that there's either insufficient there or what, I don't know what the reason is.
What
but
do you
there's
mean insufficient? He was
Well, I don't
videoing
know.
with his mobile phone.
Listen, I have reported it all, and it's up to them.
Right,
I
okay.
can't force their hand.
So I'm showing you these laws, right?
Right, okay.
Right, so it comes into, obviously, inappropriate driving and dangerous road conditions. You know that road's dangerous because you've been at my house constantly.
Well, I wouldn't agree entirely with the dangers, but
Right,
okay.
so it's kind of that big T-junction, it states that there's a sign that there's a junction ahead. Is that a T-junction? Because you've told me it's a sweeping bend on recordings.
Oh, it's a sweep and bend then, that's what I've been
But
told.
it's not a sweeping bend. How's that a sweeping bend? So you're telling me that 44-ton Arctics, you're being videoed,
I'm trying,
Garrett, man.
okay.
Right.
What I'm understanding in my memory,
sweeping bend.
Jack, my memory is it goes in about so far and it's access to 2 or 3 houses. It's not a road which you would be going through at any speed.
Excuse me,
Okay.
I've got Mr. Stevens' vehicles, right, coming up that right away, and other drivers, right, at 40 mile an hour, right, past that T-junction, Garrett. So you're telling me on video, right, yet again, I just find this complete lies.
Right,
So
okay.
CPC Duncan,
Right.
right, he's doing to do with these Lothian Council Waste Service vehicles hammering past my house. Right, now the
These are all
council,
ongoing complaints you've made.
No, but what I want to ken is...
I can't
aye.
go over old complaints
So
here,
see,
and I can't go
aye.
over complaints you've
No,
made against
this,
other officers.
this is just in
Okay.
February, Garrett.
Right, have you complained about this one, have you?
No, I've no.
Right, okay.
Right. So what I'm stating is, see these laws here? Well, PC Duncan tells me, being videoed, that he's no interested in this. Now, this is for Superintendent Ian Murray, right, for the Heady Road policing. Right, so what I want to ken is, you're telling me that you didn't ken if that road's dangerous outside my house. Well, see the mud on the road. I've brought this up with you. The mud on the road belongs with the police because of the danger. Right, now I spoke to you before. Right, and Derek Oliver for Environmental Health emailed us back stating that it belongs with the police. He spoke to the police, but he didn't give us the officer's name. So I've had Keith Hale, an ex-traffic police officer through for Glasgow, right, and he tells me that that's correct. The mud belongs with the police because of the danger that it's causing for any vehicle to brake on. Right? So why has no police officer done anything about the mud on the road? Do you just no like disabled children, Garrett?
Well, you know that's not true, Jack, okay? You know that's not true.
Wee Chloe is cuddling you, officer, in my house. She's wrapped round you. She's got learning difficulties. Right, so what have you done about it? Why is it still continuing? Right, we want to know why your police were in on the 6th of March.
Listen, I cannot comment or pass judgment on what other officers have done. Okay, we've had this discussion numerous times with yourself. All I can speak about is what I've done. Right. I have reported where there is evidence. I've reported it to the fiscal, and I can't answer for the fiscal either. Okay, all I can do is answer for myself. So there's no point in me going round and round with this over and over again.
Well, I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you why.
I've never heard of that before.
See the Arctic drivers. You've not reported them to.
I've never heard of that before. I've never heard
Scotland.
That we have to contact
but see, yous are sitting outside a paedophile's house. Protecting them, but you're not doing anything about outside my house with disabled children and young children, right, who's constantly getting their lives put at risk. They're being abused by grown men shouting and swearing.
Right. What we're doing here is we're here to keep the peace on this street. That's why we're here. We're not here specifically.
Well, what's wrong with keeping the peace in my street?
With your complaints, they get looked into individually.
You're having a laugh. Come on.
Well, I've looked into them, have I not?
Well, why have they not been prosecuted?
Again, I can't answer for how the fiscal have dealt with it once I've sent it to them.
Right, so see, speaking to Miss Stevens, the farmer's wife, why she tell me, right, that the police, right, are telling her that that's not a T-junction. She's telling me it's not a T-junction, and she's telling me that the police are agreeing with her that it's not a T-junction. Because Keith Hale states it's a T-junction. He's an ex-traffic police officer. He's been down and he's walked the road with us. Right? And he's going to be coming to court for us, right? And judging, right, as an ex-traffic police officer. Right? So here's another one, Garrett. Right? See this? Right? I'm dyslexic. Right? And I've got reading and writing problems. But see this? Driving with hay bale spikes down. Right? Projective objects, dangerous driving, right? So that would be you and Sergeant Derek MacDonald, you and John Grant Ritchie, right? Passing my house 2012, 2013, 14, 15, 16 and again last year, shouting and swearing at me and Davey, Mary and his wife, right? So see that, it states consult VOSA and the police. So I've consulted VOSA, and Martin Scobie, he sits in the back of a traffic police car, and he's telling me that they're being charged. Right, see Gordon Montgomery, he covers this area in East Lothian, and he's telling me that they should be charged, that I'm correct to do with what's happening outside my house. It's correct to do with the Transport Commissioner's office. So why is your police on Mr Stevens' farm on the 6th of March, hammering past my house on CCTV evidence, and I've got 2 adult witnesses, but they're letting Ian Watts, Arctics, a 44-ton, come hammering off that farm at about 30 mile an hour. Now I've made that complaint to Police Scotland on the 16th of March, right, and the incident number is 1900, Garrett. But there's not been any police officers up to deal with it. So see Inspector O'Connor, I've had quite a long chat with her on the 16th and 18th of January, but she's not coming near us, right, to do with the complaints that we've made. So see the laws to do with antisocial behaviour and antisocial behaviour driving and everything. I brought this up with Kenny Black, Garrett, right, And he tells me that that power belongs with the police. So cause there's a continuous pattern of 3 months, your police officers should be closing Mr. Stevens' farm with a closure notice. That's the law. Can you look into that, Garrett, and get back to me?
I spoke to you about this years ago, and it's not something we're going to do.
Why?
We cannot go and close a farm because of what's going on there. Okay?
So antisocial behaviour and antisocial behaviour driving and dangerous driving, and you're telling me that if the Scottish Government laws state quite clearly that if there's a 3-month pattern, you're telling me that you're not going to close his farm?
I wouldn't be able to close a farm.
Well, higher ranking officers can. And why is this guy staying in this house? Here, mate, do you think that a paedophile should be staying in this house when there's a school there? And these police officers, you know my daughter's disabled, mate, and all her pals are disabled as well, and see these police officers, they've done nothing outside their house. See this police officer? He's taken video evidence outside my house. The Arctic drivers videoing us with their mobile phones. Do you think that that's a serious offence? A 44-ton Arctic driver videoing us while driving with a mobile phone, mate? Ken, do you think that police, right, these police officers hiding their video evidence that they've taken and it's been signed outside their house, but they're here protecting a paedophile, right, and keeping the peace? They are. Okay, exactly, miss. Can you answer that, Garrett? Why? Because I know that's, but I know that Schedule 1's phoned the council in a recorded call, and they've asked this question.
This is all getting dealt with, okay? It's not something that's going to get dealt with tonight, but discussing it on the street, okay?
Right, okay. Right, what's happening with Bill Laird? He's been caught with child porn. Right, who's dealing with this?
Jack, you're asking me all these questions, I've not got the answer for you, alright?
Well,
and
these ladies here, I'm showing you laws, Garrett, and you're doing nothing.
Right, Jack, listen.
Aye.
I didn't want to just walk away from you when you're talking, but we're going to have to go off, right, okay? Because I have answered what you've asked me, and I can't keep answering. So
right, okay, right, so CPC Duncan,
right,
he's standing on the speed bump outside my house like other officers, and he's telling us on video that he can see, on that speed bump, he can see round the corner, right, through that side entrance gate, and I hold my phone in front of him while I'm videoing, and I tell him that the CCTV's picking him up, right, so he's lied to us. He doesn't take my complaint, right? He doesn't take any video evidence, Garrett.
I can't speak to you about other officers and your complaints against them.
Right.
Okay? It's just not something I can
Garrett.
do. Okay?
Aye, but see my wee disabled daughter, Garrett, she's ill about 2 weeks later.
Right.
And I take her in to the doctors, and we go into, obviously, get her prescriptions and her medication, and see when we come out, the 2 cops that have pulled in a big van like yours, right? They didn't get out the van. Right, but see when they do, it's PC Duncan.
Right.
And I say, excuse me, officers, right, this is my daughter Erin, and she's disabled, but I'd like you to explain why you've lied your face off to me on video, that you can see round that side corner, through that gateway, but they both bolt on video, Garrett.
Right.
Now I've told Inspector Mitchell that night, I've put a complaint into him, the day that they were doing, right? So what's actually going on? Because I believe that yous are fitting me up, right, with the Police Scotland and the council.
Okay, right.
Yous are fitting me up with an ASBO.
I'm not fitting you up with anything.
Oh, aye, yous are.
All right.
So
well, listen, there's no point in having a conversation, and if that's you know.
That's what. Here, my daughter's registered that she's frightened to go to my house. She's frightened that she's going to get killed, Garrett. She's frightened of your police officers on the disgusting manner, on the way that they've treated us. And you're telling me that you've done everything possible.
Well,
I just see corrupt cops everywhere. Right, so can Inspector Ritchie see her investigation? Right, she refused any video evidence of the police that she was in to investigate. PC Adam Dean. So see my pal Kate McAlpine, he's been married to 2 police officers, do you know that? Right, well see the neighbour across the road, the neighbour's been giving her daughter the finger, but see PC Adam Dean, he goes in to deal with it, and he's only too keen to go across and charge him. But he's not keen on doing anything about outside and charging people with my video evidence that he's stuffed in his drawer in your TRANENT police station, Garrett. So why is that? Does PC Adam Dean know like disabled children?
Right, Jack, I'm going to have to go now, alright? Because I've told you I can't answer questions.
Right, well, where's my video evidence that he's taking out my house? You've watched it, you and Sergeant Derek MacDonald.
I cannot deal with other people's complaints, alright? Okay, I'm going to head now, Jack, alright?
Right, what are you doing? Are you driving away?
Yes.
Alright, another cop disappearing. Thanks for the interview, Garrett. And PC Taggart, I'm going to get my lawyer to check to see if you actually charged that driver, right, using his mobile phone. Another two bent cops running away from me. They didn't like disabled teenagers, man. See, wee Chloe was cuddling him in my house. A wee lassie with disabilities, right, telling me that he's done everything possible. Do you hear him? Garbage, a sweeping bend. Alright. Keep the peace. Protecting a paedophile, man. Look, next to a primary school over there. What's the world coming to?